Hi, it's Rachel with Just In Case You, and today we're talking about just in case you want to teach your kids some manners. We have got the expert, literally, Danny Gleaton Fowler, who is teaching classes both in groups and one-on-one to kids and adults of all ages, but today we're focusing on children. So without further ado, Danny.
So when it comes to etiquette, what is the most important thing you think children need to learn?
Respect. Let's just start with that. It's important, but I think respect and mutual respect. Once you teach your children that what you want from them, they can expect from you. As you say, you must say please, you must say thank you. I need you to listen to me when I'm talking to you. Those simple things, but if you don't do it with them or back to them, then why would they respect you? Why would they do it? Why are they going to do that? That's where I start. And when they know that I love them, I care for them, I respect them, whether it's a child or an adult, which I do the adults too, they know that I care enough that whatever I'm giving them, I expect the same back because I care, not because I'm just teaching same old rhetoric, which a lot of people do.
With parents who have sent their kids for classes, or even if they haven't, what do you think is most important for them to reinforce with their kids if they want their kids to be respectful and have manners?
Well, I think there are a lot of layers to that. So when you start with you're a great child, you're doing so well. Reinforcement is the key, and reinforcement of things they're doing right. Even when they're doing something that's not quite right, don't say, "Oh, that's so wrong," or "That's not right." Say, that is so amazing. You're doing so well with that. If we do just this one little thing, look how much easier that is. If we add this one little thing, how cool is that? That's like mommy and daddy. You make it a cool experience, not something that's treacherous and you're in trouble if you do it wrong. That's part of the problem with reprimand, especially when you're teaching a child good manners, is if you reprimand them all the time for what's wrong and don't super praise them for what's right, all they hear is the wrong, wrong, wrong. So always a lot of praise whenever something's right. And then just correct them carefully, kindly, gently into the right direction. Maneuver them there.
Nice. And what behaviors do you find are the biggest, let's say, 3 top things that you see when kids are entering your class or just in public?
3 top things. Well, the little bitty ones are just rambunctious, but that's part of it. So I have to just kind of roll with that, especially the 3-year-olds. But you get up to where they're 1st through 5th, it's really trying to remind them that the world does not revolve around them 24/7 and to listen. Listen more.
There's
and
some
talk
adults
less.
that need that.
That's
coaching
true.
too. Yeah,
That's true. But the middle schoolers, and even I would say 5th grade and up, middle school, high school, even my college students, it's the phone. It's everything. It is an appendage. It goes on the table. They're on it when they're talking to you. Their phone will ring and you're having a conversation and they will zone out and go on that phone. When you're present with someone, the phone is not an appendage. It is a help, but should not be part of what's going on in that moment. It's sort of like, would you whip out your laptop and start typing an email or respond that way?
In the middle of a conversation.
In the middle of a conversation, right. So texting, answering the phone, looking at your text when someone's talking to you is, I think, the rudest thing I have ever experienced. And I will constantly tell my students, because I can, don't do that. I don't like it. Be with me. I'm here for you.
My teenage
away.
daughter told me once that she and her friends had this thing where the first one to check their phone during a meal got the tab.
Oh, I like that.
you can pass that one on, but I thought that was pretty creative. Yeah.
I like that. No, there's always a time that you're going to need your phone. Let's say you're going out as an adult and you have children at home and the babysitter, you have a baby, there's a business call you absolutely know you have to take. You put your phone in your lap, under your napkin, on vibrate, and you tell the people around you, I may have to take a call. I'm really sorry about this, but if the babysitter calls or if this call comes in, I'm going to have to take it. And I apologize. I wish I could have, done it at a different time, or I wish I didn't have to do that. But you let them know up front, because there's nothing worse than you're having this conversation and it's vibrating, or it's vibrating in your purse, and your attention goes there. And they can tell you've zoned out. It's really just rude. Be present. Learn to communicate without the phone.
Love it.
It's tough, I know.
Love it. Now you mentioned three. Wow. Is that the age that you would suggest for parents to just start?
I do. And I think I'm probably the only one that does 3. But they are so eager to just do and learn and be right in there. And as we were discussing earlier, language starts. If you really want to teach a child language, you start when they're really, really young. And it's just they're immersed in it, right? Immerse your child in good manners. Constantly reinforce. Please. Remember to say please. What do you say? Say thank you. Oh, that's so sweet when you do that. It's all that reinforcement of, oh, I love it when you do that. You know, that makes mommy smile. And I will add one more thing. One of the things I really stress when you're teaching the children a new habit, when they get something right, take their little face and turn it towards you and look them in the eye. It's the same with adults, not that I would grab their face, but you want them to look at you, because when you look at the person, the child, in the eyes and say what you're thinking, they hear you. They don't hear you all the time when they're not looking at you. And if you're doing something else and you say, oh, that's wonderful, they hear it, but they don't feel that good stuff. So whenever you reinforce something, really make sure you look them in the eyes, get them to focus and say, oh, that was so awesome. You're amazing. Did you know how amazing you are? I cannot believe you can hold that fork like a pencil. I know it's simple, but it will stick. And if it doesn't stick for you, then you send them to me, which I would recommend anyway, because you're going to tell them 1,000 times and still an expert will come in, and after one day, they're brilliant.
Ta-da. You have manners. And I know you mentioned adult classes, and I was going to say I have been around plenty of people while dating that I'm sure would have benefited from many of your classes.
Yes,
so
okay.
are those more attended by women, men, women who have sent their men?
Both, all of the above, I guess. I have clients, I work with clients individually, private coaching, and we go to dinner, and then I walk them from the moment I see them, my first impression of them, their body language, how I feel about them, do I get the what they want me to feel, and then we walk through the dinner. We have the dinner together, and I instruct them through the whole dinner, and then we talk about communication skills. I have a lot of men that come to me because they either they want their marriage to be better, they want to communicate better, their wives think they need to be there, which is not usually the case. No wife pushes them, but to excel in business, that little extra polish goes a long way. I do get a lot of couples who are getting married because they want to.
Which fork? I know, as we're sitting with this great set here, again, which is the salad fork and which is the.
Oh, right.
And how to set a proper table.
Outside it. Now this is a formal setting, but it's still very basic. I mean, you could have a lot more forks. You could have a fish fork. Yeah, I mean, there's just a fish nut. There are a lot of things you could add to this, but this is basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 course meal.
Well, that could be a whole nother video.
It could be. It is.
So if people wanted more information about how to get in touch with you for either a class face-to-face or the individual coaching, how do they get in touch with you?
It's at etiquettefl.com. Etiquettefl.com. It's the Etiquette School of Florida. But we're in Orlando, and I travel everywhere. I fly out to LA every once in a while. So
fantastic.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
See you next time.
Have a great day.
Adios, and thank you.
Au revoir.
So it's not impossible. All you need is maybe a class or two and constant reinforcement with do as I do, not as I say. I guess until next time, just in case you